Yo, you know how we do it, live and direct. What's happening, people? Your man Branded in the building on this edition of Branded After Dark, special edition. You know, Saturday night, everybody pretty much is on that eve of the Super Bowl, so we definitely doing up a nice show for you tonight. We got a nice guest, we got history, we got music, we got a whole lot of stuff going on. So I just wanna thank all y'all people that filed in and taking the time to listen, because we got a lot of people worldwide that's checking us out. And you know, some of it might have to do with the station we rocking and how we do what we do, but also it's the guests that we had tonight, which is historic, iconic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many words that can best describe the group Levert and the contributions they made to the music industry, but we're going to try to do it all in a span of, you know, a couple of hours or whatnot, as far as interviews and music and stuff like that. I got my man Marc in the building of Levert II in the house tonight. What's good, man?
What's up with you, man? What's good?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? I mean, you know, the spotlight's on you, sir, tonight. How are you doing? Let the listeners know. All these ladies that's on the line, you know, big Levert fan. It's like, we got Monica on the line. Oh, my God. They going nuts for you, bro.
Yeah, we just trying to keep it rolling. We want to bring some music out and you know, get them back in that mood. So that's what we about, is just giving them some good music.
That's what's up, man. And thank you not only for taking time out, just, you know, all the music you've done, man, throughout, and the time that you, you know, spent rocking with Levert and adding on to the legacy and doing everything that's everything, man. Your music is definitely one where I'm glad to see y'all active and doing a lot, because we need that kind of music these days, you know what I'm saying? So thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. And we just want to try to bring that platform back up to where it used to be, if we can, you know. But we need more platforms like this, you know, like your show. Like, you know, there's a few shows out there that's doing it like this. So we need more of that and more support from the listeners out there that support the music. So, you know, we appreciate that.
And you know what, we're gonna talk about that. And you know what, since we brought it up, let's go ahead and talk about that. Just to, you know, comparing the days of when you guys was rocking it, and you know, you kind of felt back in the day like there was probably like, okay, we automatically gonna get this aired, just because of the contributions you made to music, and radio seemed to be like a real easy deal at the time, because to me, I don't know about you, but it kind of feels like it was one where it was like, okay, this is the spot to go hear the best music, the new music, and then some. And now it's kind of done without any feeling or any heart that comes along to it. What's your take on the whole transition from how it used to be to now?
It's a lot different. You know, it's a lot of you know, just that poppin' fresh music, which, you know, I'm not opposed to none of it. I like all kinds, you know. I just feel like that that true grit and soul that was in the music back in the day is not as prevalent now, you know. And I'm not hating on no kind of music. It's just that that R&B don't get the same voice that it used to get. And, you know, we just want to continue to add on to that voice. It may not get the same popularity that it used to get, but as long as the people out there that grew up on our music and felt it throughout the years, as long as they can still get it and they still want it, then I think it's still a thriving market for it.
You know, and you brought up something real crucial, because it's the market and the people, the fan base that you have is spread throughout the world. Like, I mean, we're not just getting a lot of love from the States. I mean, it's overseas love. It's so much love that, Marc, you and the group Levert get on a regular basis. And you know, and like you said, you're never hating on the product that other people was putting out, but it just kind of went. It just seemed like, I don't know about you, but it just happened overnight. Like, you know, all that pure R&B just kind of seemed brushed off for all that real quick one night stand type of thing. And I don't get that to this day. It still tripped me out.
Yeah, and I think it's just really like, just like throughout the decades, the music changed from the 50s to the 60s to the 70s, and each thing had his little vibe, you know what I mean? So, you know,
Right.
there was a time when they didn't get into rock and roll like they did until, you know, it was kind of like the rebel music. And then,
Mhm.
you know, rock and roll took over. And, you know, so it all got its place because there's so many people that like so many different varieties that there's no need to really hate on one of them because, you know, as long as you got buyers, then, you know, it's a viable, you know, source, you know, so,
Right.
you know, just let it live, you know, if whatever shine it's going to get, let it get its shine. We don't
No.
need the extra hate, but, you know, just, you know what I'm saying? You know, because sometimes
No
it gets the
doubt.
extra hate, you know, so it don't need its own extra hate. You can just let it do what it's going to do and support it. The ones that support it, hey, keep supporting it, you know, because as long as we can, we going to keep, you know, doing it and keep giving it. So
Right.
that's my thing. We got Rose on the line, too, if you got a 330 number. I'm not sure. If
Oh,
you
we got Rose on the line too. Oh, let's go
Yeah,
ahead and put this
Rose.
guy on. We got Mr. Black Rose in the building.
Yeah,
Okay,
Rose up
we
in there.
super thick with Levert in the building tonight. What's up, Rose?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's good, man? You know, we amongst, you know, hundreds of thousands of listeners right now, just kind of like, you know, hanging on the words of Levert's every moves and stuff like that. So welcome to the show, and thanks for you know, being a part of this this legacy movement that we rocking here on these online radio stations.
Well, thanks for having us, man. Thanks for having us.
Man, we was just talking about just kind of like yeah, we were just talking about just like the evolution in general, just how, you know, music has transformed and transcended, you know, from decades on in, as far not just radio, but just, you know, people's taste in music and stuff like that throughout the years. And, you know, I ain't trying to say it, but I'm really kind of saying it. A lot of people like that one night stand music, man. They like that real fast food joints, like, you know.
Well,
But all
tell
of
them what you call it, Rose. What you call it?
I call it microwave music. You know what I mean? It's like you pop it in the microwave, it's ready in 2 minutes. So, you know. But you know what it is? It's the thing is the hip hop has really like taken over. So it's like, and that you know rappers and hip hoppers. That's what they you know that's their thing. One night stands and you know they ain't really trying to love them. You know, they ain't trying to love like that. They just trying to get it, hit it and quit it. You know, and
right.
you know that's the thing. So
see, we season. We season. We like to, you know, get in there and be seasoned and marinate a little bit. You know.
Yeah, exactly. They want that groupie love. You know, they want all that. They thrive on all of that. But to be real about it, R&B is really what put hip hop to the forefront to me. Like,
absolutely.
You know, once they started singing those sing along hooks, and they, you know, it started with the Jodeci and the
right.
Father MCs and the, you know what I mean, and the Levert
Okay.
and the Heavy D, and, you know what I mean. That kind of transitioned everything, and then Puffy kind of took it to another level with Biggie over Juicy Fruit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
right.
That's really what gave it. Yeah.
All that
Because at first it
R&B.
was just too much for people at first. Like they was trying to ban hip hop for a second. You know what I mean? But then with the NWA and all of that, it was just too hard, too real for them. So, you know, they had to water it down a little bit with the R&B, and so now It's like R&B has kind of lost its place.
And to me, and to this day, it still seems to be. And when you say it lost its place, I agree. There was an ill piece, and I told this to Karen White, who I interviewed not too long ago. I didn't tell it to Rob Tresron, who I interviewed not too long ago as well. There was an ill piece on CNN.com about just the sad state of R&B and the fact that there's no love. There's no love or no culture in the R&B world like it used to, and I don't know where it didn't end, because there's still a lot of us that do appreciate the art form of pure R&B, but there comes a time when you look at just the landscape, especially how the young people are now, it's like, You know, they want to be happy, so we're going to go ahead and get the happy, hot music. But then when they get in I'm going to keep it real, when they get into a relationship, they break up, they going to go listen to, you know, What a Woman by Levert, or they going to go listen to some of them classic joints when they start crying over a situation and stuff. And to me, like I said, man, it still baffles me how the mind span and appreciation of real pure R&B has just gone by the wayside, though.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, we got a few artists out there that's kind of trying to keep it alive. I mean, Trey Songz, he's had his songs about, you know, making love and whatever, but he had more songs about just, you know, strip for me and, you know, you know, that type of stuff. So, you know,
I read that article too.
President.
Yeah, I read that article.
You read that article, Mark? Man,
was
that not a dope piece? That was one of the best pieces I've ever read.
It was a good piece, and I believe most of it, but then some of it I didn't agree with. But that was just mainly that he went to a spot where it was just like the only reason the good music wasn't around was the fact that the broken homes and how we live in.
Yeah, they kind of went a little left with that one, though.
Yeah, he went somewhere else with it, and I didn't agree with that. I think that there's still a good number of people that's doing quality music, but I think that this is what the industry is calling for you to do. So you doing, they allowing that to happen. Why?
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's a reason for that. It's not that people don't, there's broken homes. Yeah, there's more broken homes than it was back in 70s and 80s, but that's not why the music is like that. The reason the music is like that because that's what the DJs play. Right. This is what they want to play. They are getting so much to play this. So, you know, that's what you play. So it's not.
Let me ask you both. Let me ask you both this question. When you guys started doing music, because you know, of course, anytime that you're bringing out a talent that you have, it's always God-given in my book. So anytime that when you guys really started, like, okay, this is really what I want to do. In general, no matter what goes on, this is in my heart and soul to do. Did you guys do it for the love of expressing your art to the masses, or did you do it just to, you know, see how famous you can get? And I'm going, you know, once you guys answer the question, you're gonna see where I'm going with it.
Well, for me, this is Mark. But for me, you know, starting this thing off with Gerald, it was definitely the love because, you know, a lot of people got a misconception thinking that we just got the silver spoon because his old man was an OJ, and that's not that's the farthest from the truth. You know, we done got many no's from Eddie. Eddie told us no so many times, like we wanted to get in the studio so bad, and he told us no, flat out. You know what I mean? So how
did Eddie say it? Did he just like, you know, and then give you guys like real ill constructive criticism, or he's like, no, you ain't ready. No, you ain't ready.
Yeah,
no, you ain't ready.
Yeah, exactly. It was straight to the point. It wasn't no beating around the bush, none of that. You know what I mean? It wasn't no beating around the bush. That's what it was. And then it wasn't until we came up with what he thought was quality songs. Like, we didn't have, like, equipment at first. So, you know, it wasn't like we had to create stuff just however we did it, you know. And so, you know, we had to come up with songs with 2 tape recorders and taping back and forth till we got something. And then, you know, how much air was in that, you know what I mean? So it was the quality was horrible. And we didn't understand it because, you know, we thought we was doing something. Right. But as time went on, we ended up getting equipment and whatever, and the quality got a little better. And then you could really hear what we was doing and what we was saying. Mm-hmm. So it was really the love for it because we had to keep going at it. It wasn't like it just instantly happened. You know, we had to keep working at it. And then the songs, you know, the songs improved. I mean, Gerald was writing really mature for his age when we were young.
No doubt.
You know, so some of that stuff was like, man, when I listen to it now, I'd be like, man, what was he thinking about? You know, like you know what I mean? Like, you know, I guess he was mature, but it was like, you know, and the thing of being able to create something that that, you know, something that you got in your, an idea about. You know, it's an idea. It's in your mind, and it comes to life. You know, so that part of it is exciting, and for it to translate to other people, and they be like, they get the message. You know what I mean? Like this Water Woman, video and song. You know, people when they saw the video, they get the message because it works together. You know what I mean? And it makes it come to life. So that part of it is dope to me. Like, that part of it's always going to be, you know, the best of the business. The business side is a whole nother story. So that's my answer.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Well, well, this is Black, and mine was definitely for the love of music, because I started in gospel music. So, you know, I had a family gospel group. We traveled the country when I was like 6 years old. So I was singing definitely for the love at the time. And then when I got older and started, you know, getting my own group and, you know, listening to other music, branching off, it was just all about, you know, the musicianship. Because, you know, I was playing instruments and singing. So it was definitely all love. I mean, I was shown the business side of it from my parents at an early age, but, you know, they taught me right then at a young age not to wear your heart on your sleeve, you know what I mean? And, you know, business is business, but, you know, it was definitely a love for the music that you know, that's still driving me right now. I mean, right now it's still the love of music. I love to sing, I love to write, produce, all of that. So, you know, it definitely was always the love on it. I mean, we struggled. Even when we assigned to Dr. Dre, my former group, we struggled. But, you know, with the music is what, just for the love of being around the guys and, you know, and writing with different people and just coming up with songs and the creativity, it was just all love. I love to just sit around and create harmonies and songs.
Yeah, that's the best part of it.
You know what I mean? That's the best part of it right now. I mean, I love
the best part of it. I swear, if I didn't love
yeah.
it, y'all probably wouldn't hear Dedication right now.
I heard that.
Y'all wouldn't be hearing it. This would be a CD that we be playing amongst ourselves, and you know what I mean. But it's not like that. I think it was special enough.
It might not even be made if we didn't love it like that.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's right.
It wouldn't have the concept.
And the reason why I asked
that,
and the reason why I asked that question is and I'm glad you guys are keeping it as solid as you can keep it, because to me the love and appreciation of the art form of music, it needs to definitely be heard, because there's a lot, and a lot of people ask, you know, well, what's the disconnect? Where's the disconnect? A lot of people are viewing music from the outside in instead of from the inside out. And I think a lot of that disconnect is there. Like, you know, they want to see what kind of gear you got on just before they even hear how powerful your voice is. And I think a lot of people, you know, you just keep it honest. You got to really check yourself and really look, because back in the day, like, I didn't care who was singing. Like, you know, if you singing any kind of R&B, like, if I can close my eyes and feel what you're saying, man, woman, or child, I'm feeling it. Like, you know, and that was always the truth to me, and how music should be heard. Like, you can close your eyes and you can capture that moment, and nobody will ever take those moments away from you ever again. Period.
Right. And it validates it when you hear about it years later. Like, I hear people saying stuff now, talking about, you know, and Rose was there one night, and a husband and wife come up talking about they got married to a song, they met to a song, they had kids to a song. So it's like, man, we are Levert fans. Like, we met and had kids and all of that to y'all music. You know what I mean? And that right there by itself is so special to be able to, to be a part of people's lives like that. You know what I mean? I never thought, you know, as far as being a celebrity or being, you know, that part of it wasn't the thing. It's just about being able to touch people in different ways. You know what I mean? how you relate a story, how you tell the story, how you get it across, because people can relate to that, you know.
Right. The thing about it is not only to be accepted by your fans, but also to be accepted by your peers, like fellow industry people, like that really can be like, man, I love what you do. You know what I mean? Or your vocals is crazy, man. You know what I mean? I'm feeling your vocals, or just by people in the industry. That matters too. You know, that makes you feel good to know that these people, some of these people, is you trying to sell records against, kind of like, you know what I mean? But
they respect your game, you know.
They respect your game, though. They respect your talent, all of it. So that's
no doubt.
That validates things too.
No doubt. Marc Gordon, Black Rose, Levert in the house tonight on Branded After Dark, and one thing I definitely want to mention, and I definitely want to dedicate this show to Sean and Gerald Levert, because as members of Levert, you got to know what fans out there in the millions and millions for these guys, their music will forever be laced down there for years to come. I mean, with hits like Pop 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 Goes My Mind, Casanova, etc., etc. And the Soul Train Music Awards that came along with that. Just from you guys continuing the legend of Levert, do you guys feel a lot of pressure, or do you feel like you're just at home with what you're doing? Just as long as you keep doing stuff, you'll be all right?
Yeah, for me, I mean, this is Mark, and I think that it is pressure, but it's no more pressure than when we started as the original group, because that was pressure, but it wasn't pressure that I felt like, because we were young and we just loved to do it. Now the pressure is basically it's a transformation from one thing to another, but still keeping it real and keeping it in the same vein, and for people to accept what it is. Some people get stuck into, the change of it, and the change of it is different, because we have two group members that I started with that's not here. But the thing about this record that's special is that this is part of Sean's legacy, because he's on this project. And we were the whole movement of dedication this was a project me and Sean wanted to do for Gerald. And that's what this whole project was about. Just so happens in the process, these other unforeseen circumstances happen, and and this is where we are. But in the process, what do we do as the remaining people, to deal with how do we move forward with what we've already created? And I think the decision is, okay, what do I do? I sat in the parking lot over here at where we recorded over here on 93rd in Cleveland, right? And just sat there for like hours trying to it's like crazy, because you got grief in your heart and pain, but on the other side you got, well, man, what do I do? What we've already created. And so that was a decision all by itself, just to figure out, well, how do I move from here? It was already difficult. It was already difficult in the first place, because this whole project stems from me and Gerald and Sean decided in 2004 to do a reunion. So this started as a reunion that eventually ended up, being taken down, person by person to where it is right now. And, for me, I just wanted to continue that. And I think that what we did was special enough for people to, I want them to hear it. I want them to see what love that we had, for, what we were doing, and for Gerald to put together this project,
Right.
and it wasn't like easy to do. It was, it was difficult because of, some of the songs on there, like Dedication. That was the original. That's the title cut. It's not a full cut, but it's a song. It's a song that we did that was special to open up the whole project that we dedicated to Gerald, right? Then, we have on there, we got we got My Brother, which came after Sean, which was for Sean, and and that's featuring Sean Jr. So the pieces of this whole project was surrounding, everything that this was about. Was family and the dedication that it takes to continue to do this. And to close out the whole project is Gerald's daughter, Cameron, who's an inspiring singer, and she's doing well herself. She got a video, and she wants this. So, what I mean, and she closed it out with a little outro called Daddy. Where she, something that she just sang for her dad, So, it was a difficult, process, but it's thought about to where this was the theme, and I wanted people to hear this still, Some people ask the question and interviews and be like, well, why did you do this or why did you do that? There's a lot of different, questions that's out there, but, the reasoning is because this is what it started as, and, I don't want to, alter it in any kind of way to say, well, this is something else, or this is what it started as. This started as dedication, so this is how I'm seeing it through.
Right.
And
this is Black, and it was definitely a lot of pressure, for Mark and myself as well. I mean, for me to come in, even when Sean was alive and we were doing the album together, it was a lot of pressure to try to come in and I can't say replace, because you can't replace Gerald, you know what I mean? But to try to fill in where, the void right there, and it was a lot of pressure. I mean, the very first time that we performed together, me and Mark, was in Cleveland, and Cleveland is a tough place, especially they come, they're from Cleveland. We all from Ohio, but they're from Cleveland. It was really, it was a lot of pressure, but I had a lot of confidence in what I do, what I bring to the table. So it wasn't really, it didn't bother me as much as it could have, but it was difficult because, when Sean passed away, it was like wow. I mean, that was like it was like a double blow. You know what I mean? And I had never went through anything like that. You know what I mean? And I gave my dedication to the project. I rededicated myself to the project after Sean passed. You know what I mean? Like, man, we became brothers just in the studio. You know what I mean? Just recording a record. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I'm even more dedicated to this situation. So we went in and we recorded more songs, and we just, whatever happens, man. But people really needed to hear this record. You know what I mean? So it you know what I mean? Kind of, people gonna be people, and they're gonna think what they think, and they're gonna, have questions about the sincerity of this record and the sincerity of me and Mark. You know what I mean? But believe me, it's definitely heartfelt. This album is a heartfelt album, and we definitely put our heart into it, and we dedicated to it. And if it never amounts to what we wanted to amount to, we got it out there, and it was something that we felt in our heart, and we got it where to the masses, you know what I mean? So
No doubt.
that was basically it, you know what I mean? It was just something that was in our heart to finish.
And I feel as media people and the fans, of course, I know they're gonna gravitate to it and appreciate it because, I mean, just listening to you both talk about just the changes you had to go through and the losses that you guys have felt throughout the years, for you to still kind of pick yourself up, maintain that focus, and continue to push the legacy, I mean, that needs to be respected and commended, because not a lot of people can really do that, or not a lot of people is really, strong enough to be able to recover in a way. You know what I mean? So it takes a strong spiritual drive to be able to do what you guys are doing. So, off top, that's well respected.
Oh yeah. That's a story within itself. Like people have no idea how difficult that was. Definitely for Marc, being all the years that he spent with his brothers. You know what I mean? Like that's family. That ain't just no regular friendship. You know what I mean? That's
right.
That's family. You know what I mean? So
no doubt. Before we get into go ahead.
No, I just said I commend Marc myself.
No doubt. No doubt. And both, and I'll start with Marc. Just give us something real quick as far as your thoughts on the passing of the great Don Cornelius, because I'm pretty sure, like you and like Black, that was felt throughout the music world, because he was one of those bosses that drove this art form of music into a massive high plateau during those days. You know what I mean? So just get the fans and us just your thoughts on his passing.
And Don, it's tragic because, here's a guy that, we've been on the show several times, and he's always had open arms with, putting anybody out there. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, I just want to touch on this, not that it's directly, but just to show you what kind of person that we're talking about. This guy probably could have did a lot of different things. Like, a lot of times some of these things that we have to do cost money, to promote, to market, and to be on TV. Some of that stuff costs money. And this guy, who had a ongoing running show for years, one of the longest shows running, always had open arms and let us be on that show without it being a money issue, without it being any issue at all, as long as he knew that, okay, we had a project that was coming, we knew it was going to sold. And
that's right.
So, in that aspect, he's definitely a legend in that. Now, the other thing I wanted to say about it was that it's tragic that, I understand that, it gets into a thing where, if he killed himself, then he's condemned, he's not going to make it this way and that way, and I understand that. But the other thing that we got to remember is if you don't know, this guy was really ill. Brain tumors. Okay, got brain tumors. And basically, the kind of medication that, he probably had to endure had him crazy, like going crazy. Medication is serious, and the reason I can really say that
medication is drugs.
It's drugs. It's not like he's not acting on his own. He's acting off of what he's taken. You know what I mean? It's like, and the best example I can only say is for my fallen dudes. Both of those were medicated related situations, and one that was just in complete opposites. One that's coming down, and it takes control. And the thing is that him not being in his full control, his right mind, he don't know what. He just trying to end whatever it was. I can't,
Right.
I'm not going to judge that man on what he did. I don't know how God's going to look at it. I know what it says, as far as, what happens, but I'm just saying, he's not acting in his own power, his own mental state. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, the brain tumors itself will make you that way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He wasn't in his right mind. He could.
Come on, man, this guy. Yeah, this guy. He
this guy
loved
was a
his life. Yeah, he loved life. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't. I don't think he was necessarily acting selfish. People can look at it like that, but we not in his shoes. We don't know what he felt. We don't know what kind of mind state he was in, because we already know that the drugs will have you gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in that, we can't really say it. I've witnessed it myself with under the influence of heavily medicated drugs, and you're just not in your right mind. Period.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
What I want to do... Go ahead.
No, I just say it's a lot deeper than people can imagine.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and he's an icon first and foremost. I mean, he gave so many breaks to so many people. It goes without saying. You can look at the legend that he's created and appreciate that. I mean, I look at that more than how he passed anyways. I mean, it's tragic, and we're going to definitely miss his presence here on Earth, no doubt. And a lot of people need to look at his legend and what he's done, not just for other people, but how it impacted so many people's lives throughout the world. I mean, that's definitely big. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do it for Don. We're gonna do it for Gerald, for Sean, and for all of our fallen comrades. Just just to keep this music thing real and just keep the motivation real. That's all we could do, and do it to the best of our ability, and just mob on and make it a better look. So for people to be like, hey, you know what? They should be proud. They should be proud. Yeah. Marc is doing his thing. Black is doing his thing. And as long as you do it up there at that high level, you good.
Yeah, I can only want to be in a situation, no matter what happens, however it happens in the end, that somebody look at my contribution as it being something. You know what I mean? It's at the end when you're gone, you can't take nothing with you, and but if somebody gets something out of what I was able to do, then I'm happy.
Right.
And
that's what it is.
I'd be happy with that.
No doubt. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna rock What a Woman. We're gonna play that, and we're gonna take some of these callers. There's so many people out here from different area codes all across the globe that want to holler at you guys real quick. So we're gonna run this track. What a Woman. This is OJ's collaboration, right?
Yeah. This is featuring the OJs, Eddie, Walt, and Eric Nolan. It was one of those songs that we did before Sean passed, and he's on the track also. So it's it's one of the it was a touching time to even record this track, because of all the situation. But while we was recording it, it was rough, being in there with Eddie and him doing his part, and Walt, because we kind of did it at different times when everybody was available. So, but it was a real session, like a different session that we had there. But it turned out good. I'm happy that we was able to do it and get it done, and the video also. I was happy that we was able to get that knocked out, and and try to make a good presentation to everybody.
You know how you listen to songs. You guys, you know how you listen to songs, and I'm speaking as a fan first. When you hear songs, and you kind of go through the motions of it, and you listen, and all when it's all said and done, you listen to it maybe the first 2 or 3 times, and you capture that vibe, and you kind of go with it, and you be like, wow, you know what? I'm a music dude first, so I'm like, damn, I appreciate this. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different feel that I get when I listen to it, and if the vibe makes me feel the way I feel, then I'm gonna say exactly how I feel. And I want you people out there to check this one out. Brand new, Levert, What a Woman, with the OJs right here. Yo, I can't say no more words for it. People definitely need to go check the video because it's a hot one too. Tell the people out there where they can go find that YouTube video of this video right here, What a Woman.
The channel is Levert II. That's on YouTube, or you can just type in What a Woman, or, you know.
Levert II.
Yeah, Levert II, yep. Or if you're on Facebook, check us out on Facebook. It's on our pages at Levert II, Roman numeral 2, or even on Twitter, Levert _ Roman numeral 2, and Marc Gordon, and then Black Rose. Yeah, there it is.
Yo, and I gotta tell you, like I said, man, people don't make this kind of music like that nowadays, man. I'm over here like, you know, and that's just sincere. It's just, you know, it's real pure. That's just the stuff that I feel like a lot of women these days want to hear nowadays. So, you know, let me ask you guys this, because, you know, I don't want the world to know about your relationship status. You know, that's you know, private. But at the same time, is there any advice from a man to a woman that you can give the ladies about just the sincerity of men? Because a lot of ladies think that we don't come sincere. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's not true.
Yeah, I don't think that's true either. But that's a good question. But I think that nowadays women seem like they will give up on you like quicker. But I don't know.
Most definitely.
I mean, what you think? You agree with that?
Heck yeah, I agree with that, man. That is on point. I completely
they'll
agree.
give up on you a little quicker. So, but I think it's good guys out there.
Finances, but it ain't all about that. Men still want that woman that's ride or die with them. You know what I mean? That can hold them down if they ain't. If they don't have what they need to have right now, till they get it, they need that woman to hold them down. And I think it's still some men out here that really take that to heart, you know, and will treat that woman special. And that's what woman basically is about.
Yeah, and the thing is that, you know, what a woman is basically celebrating women that do their thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if you listen to the whole record. I don't know if you was able to, but if you listen to the whole record is pro-woman. Whether or not you're having a problem, I mean, I can run down the scenarios with the songs. You know, if you had a problem with your woman, we got a song called Understand You, where, you know, we trying to understand. You know what I mean? We may not understand everything about every detail about everything that's going on with a woman. But if we trying to understand, you know, that's what the title is about. Understand You. That's the title. There's another song called Still Got Love, where you might have problems. You might, you know, because ain't nothing perfect, but you might have a problem. You might have issues in the house. But regardless of all that, you still got love for them. Like, how do you get through that?
At the end of the day.
You know what I mean? How do you get through that at the end of the day? You still got love for them. That's like, you know, having love for this music or giving it up. You know, it's like I still got love for this music. Despite hardships and whatever else happened along the way, I still got love to this music because I think it's something to offer to people. You know, I think people, you know, if people feel good off of what you're doing, then I'm happy about that. You know, so
I always tell the ladies like this. I always tell the ladies like this when it comes to like, you know, either, you know, a guy trying to court or trying to date or be with somebody. Just ladies, look at the way the man that you're trying to see treats himself, his mom, his daughter, his grandma, the people around him, and how he carries himself with pride about his job, his conditions that he lives under. He doesn't have to be the guy that's balling out of control, but he's got to be the guy that's humble about the surroundings that he's in, that he puts himself in, and, you know, whatever spiritual power he's under. Because you look at those things, you're good. Don't look at what kind of car he drives. Don't look at what kind of clothes he wears. Don't look at none of that. Just look at the you can tell the heart of a man because most men we are passionate dudes and we bleed on the outside.
Right,
so,
right. And nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes.
No doubt.
But like you said, at the end of the day, you still gotta have that love for that person. And, and I like to give a shout out to my parents. They've been together for 52 years, so
that's what's
it's
up.
very rare to find that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's hard to get that, and it's a challenge to for a couple or for two people to kind of stay together because it's so easy to get out of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's nothing now. Whereas back in the day, it was unheard of. Like if you did that, you didn't want nobody to know. But now it's like, it's a wrap.
Yeah, you snort
like
snort tonight. So hey, divorce.
Yeah,
divorce.
Yeah, it's like we just finished up a video shoot or something. It's a wrap. It's over.
Right.
Let's get to the calls. If you people out there want to holler at Levert, you know what I'm saying, we're going to take a few calls. Call in now. The number is 347-215-8653. That is the number. Press 1. Branded After Dark. Let's take this one from the 510 with the 672 who's been waiting patiently. You on Branded After Dark with Levert. What's good? 510. 672. Going once.
I got phone right.
I love you guys.
Oh, there you go.
We love you. We love you.
I love you so much. You don't even know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm only 27 years old, and people are like, why do you guys listen? Why do you listen to them? Why didn't you listen to me? I'm like, this music, this is so real. Like, you don't even
know. That's hot. Thanks.
Like, for real, compared to all the other music, it's, like, so commercial. But y'all are just so real, like, for real. I will never stop listening.
We appreciate it. We appreciate that.
We appreciate that. Hit us up on the Facebooks and the Twitters and the and check out more music. On
Definitely.
iTunes, you get the record.
I'm just so shocked. I'm just so happy to talk to you guys. Like.
All right, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Make sure you go ahead and follow Levert. Hit him up at Levert_2, LEVERT_2. Do that right now, please. I appreciate it. Let's take this call from the 419. You are on the line with Levert on Branded After Dark. What's up?
Hi, Mark and Black. This is Twyla.
Hey, Twyla.
Hello. What's up?
This part of the legacy, Twyla?
Yes, this is the legacy, Twyla.
All right, what's
I
up?
love you guys. So I got your back always. I love you guys.
We appreciate it. Thanks for calling.
Appreciate it.
Okay, you guys have a good night. Thanks, Brandon.
Thank
you.
No
problem. Everybody standing in line. Let's go ahead and take this one out here from the 813. My baby girl in the building. You on Branded After Dark? What's up, sweetie?
Hi, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. I got two questions. Question one, this is for Mike. Out of all the albums that you did from Bloodline to Wolf a Dope Style and the whole scenario, which one was your favorite to do and why?
Ooh, that's a hard one, but I think it would have to be Rope a Dope Style. I think it would have to be Rope a Dope Style. There's like several cuts on that just, I don't know, that record just kind of like flowed and had some things on there. All Season, Baby I'm Ready, Rain, I've Been Waiting. It's got some good love songs on there, and
that's my favorite too, by the way.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And can I get a shoo-doo-doo-doo? Can you sing for me, please?
Okay. What are we gonna sing?
I don't know and I don't care. Just
Well,
First of all, what is your name?
Right.
Well, my real name is Phyllis, but I go by Baby Girl.
Baby Girl. On Twitter, Baby Girl.
Yeah, Baby Girl from 813. Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Go ahead and hit something for him, Black. I know
Just
you
one
want to hear
look is
Black.
all it took, intimidating everybody. But on that I walk right up. I say, come here, shorty, let me whisper in your ear. The way you wet your eyes on me really turns me on, you see. The way you're playing with your hair lets me know that you want me. The way you bite your bottom lip, girl. The way you walk with them banging ears, ooh, girl.
Okay.
I'm so through.
And you know what? You know the name of that song?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Woo.
The name of that
Hold
song
on.
is So Sexy.
Yes, it is.
Right.
And I really feel sexy right now. Just FYI.
That's what it is.
Y'all can
Well,
you
make
keep
sure you
going
go
to
on
the next
iTunes
person.
and get that.
Of course,
No
of
doubt.
course. I'm pressing the button right now. Yeah.
That's what's up. Thank you,
There
baby
you go.
girl.
There you go. I'm going to take one more real quick before we let Levert go. Let's take this one from the 209. You are on Branded After Dark with Levert. What's up?
Hi, how are y'all?
Beautiful.
We're great.
Wow.
Well, this is Smooth Candy calling from California, and I go by the name Smooth Candy on Twitter.
Okay.
Okay.
So how are y'all lovely men tonight?
We feeling good.
Great.
Good.
Well, that's a blessing. Well, I grew up with the Levert family music. I'm an old
Right.
school.
Okay.
I am so like speechless right now.
Yeah, I can tell. I
So
can.
thrilled to talk to y'all. Hey, but I tell you one thing, I ain't shy.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh, I heard that.
Well, you know what? Well,
Don't
y'all
be
keep,
shy,
you know.
don't be shy.
Oh no, hey, I ain't even shy. You know, it's just I just, you know, I'm looking at y'all pictures on this computer, and my mind is stuck in the picture.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay.
That's what's up.
So, and another thing, could y'all follow me back on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was your
you can
Twitter?
follow
What's
us.
your Twitter? Shout it out.
Smooth Candy. Smooth Candy.
You said.
Okay. Just hit us up on Twitter.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
on
we'll
YouTube
definitely follow.
too. I'm also
Okay.
on YouTube under Smooth Candy 1.
Smooth Candy
Okay.
1. All right. Well, you hit us
Yes.
up, and then I'll definitely follow you.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you,
we'll follow
and
you.
you know, God bless to you, brothers. Okay.
Thank
God
you.
bless
Thanks
you
for
too.
calling in.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Got time for one more quick one, fellas. Let's take this one real quick from the area code from the 31301. You are on Branded After Dark with Levert.
Cali.
Oh, hello.
301. That's Maryland somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
John.
My name is Shayla, and I'm 17 years old.
Oh, okay. Shayla.
And
How you doing, Shayla?
I'm fine, and I was just calling to let you guys know that I really enjoy your album. My favorite song on there is Superstar, and I have a question for Mark.
Okay.
What's your favorite song on the album and why?
Ooh, man. I don't know how to narrow that down because there's so many different, so many moods on there, depending on the mood I'm on. But as far as on it's like the love songs is hot, and I don't know, Not Enough is probably one of my favorites.
Okay.
Superman is another favorite. You know, of course, Hey Love, but yeah, Superman, Not Enough. I don't know. We can name a few that are really, really, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to say good luck, and you guys are doing a great job, and thank you for your great music.
Thank you. Thanks, Shayla.
Appreciate that.
All right, now.
Hey, bye-bye.
All right. All right, I'm going to squeeze another quick one in because we do got a ton of people, and we got to let these guys. Let's take this one from the 661. You are on Branded After Dark with Levert. What's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Cali.
You get a cigarette?
661. 661, you're on the line.
Hello. Hi, it's Daphne.
Hey.
Well, I'm DJ Unity. What's going on?
Hey, DJ Unity.
Hey.
All right.
DJ Unity is in the building. We're actually coming to
Wait. Is this Daphne?
It is.
Hey,
Hi,
Daphne,
Mark.
what's good? All right, what's
Not
good?
too much. I just wanted to call in. I wanted to call in and just shoot love. That's all I really wanted to do, and say what a great interview this is, and that I've been a big fan of Levert since, oh my God, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's probably the first album I ever bought was Levert itself.
Right.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Huge fan of all of you all. Gerald, I just want to say you guys keep doing your thing, and what a wonderful thing you guys are doing. I love Hey Love. Big supporter of everything you all are doing right now. And thanks for everything.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks, Daphne.
No doubt.
When you DJing, you out there rocking it?
I rock everything. Everything I do is just I'm a huge fan of music, and everything that I do, I think I'm a real fan of music. I'm not really with the okie doke. I'm with the real deal, and I think that Levert right now, what you're doing is humongous in the industry. It's something that we need and have needed for a very, very, very long time.
Wow.
And the way that you guys are keeping it real, and but yeah, I do rock it. Whoever asked me that question, I don't even know who that was. Was that you, Mark?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I want to know. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I wasn't going to call in. I wasn't going to call in. I was sitting there, and I'm like, I've had a couple of drinks. I'm tipsy a little bit, but I'm still here, and I want to say that I really appreciate all the things that you guys do. I really, really do. And God bless you both, and much fulfillment with God on your side, and may He keep blessing you all. Most definitely.
Right.
Thanks. We appreciate that support. That's what we need right there, is that kind of support.
That's what's up. No doubt. And before we go ahead and let you go, if there's a lot of people asking too, is there for booking shows, is there an email contact they can hit, or do they just need to hit you up on Twitter, Facebook, or whatnot?
Yeah, they can hit us up at noisystreetmusic@gmail.com. That's NOISY Street Music, and at gmail.com, and or they can hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Levert2.com. The official website is Levert2.com, and just hit us up. Yeah, the number 2. Yeah, and just hit us up.
There you go, Levert2.com. Also Levert_2. Hit up Mark. Hit up your Twitter. You got your own personal one too, right? Marc_Gordon, right? MARC_Gordon, and also Black BLAQ_Rose_only on Twitter.
Yep. There it is. So,
I got it. I got it all. I'm about to follow your personal ones because I got Levert too. I'm about to go ahead and hit y'all up on the ones as we speak, and I want to thank you once again for hanging out with us for the duration. And I promise you this: we will continue to keep pushing your legacy on this station because that's what we do, and we are definitely honoring the music and the legacy that you guys have and that you guys are continuing. And it's just like I said, we're gonna do what we need to do to make Don Cornelius proud of what we do, Gerald and Sean, no doubt, and everybody else that actually, that we're going to keep that mantle rolling for, because that's what we do, not just in media, but also music, and I am, like I said, very proud of what you guys are doing.
Well, yeah, and I just want to say, support Heavy D, too, because when he left us, he had a project out, it's called Love Opus. That's my man. He rocked with us for Just Coolin', like the first R&B coupled with a rapper cut that was put out there, and y'all support that project also, because he got a legacy also, and
No doubt.
show him some love.
Absolutely.
And shout out to my man Kevin for connecting the dots, and
Yes, sir.
we appreciate it.
Yeah, Kevin Gray, aka KG, definitely appreciated. He's definitely he's a heavy supporter of timeless classic music and the icons that put them together. And like I said, he's definitely one of the ones that got us together. And hey, don't be a stranger. Come hang out anytime you want to, man. We are definitely open.
No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it.
So once again, I appreciate it, and because we do what we do and we play what we want to play, by request, we got so many people wanting What a Woman again to close this segment out. So we're going to go ahead and run that again on Branded After Dark, because you know why? Not only is it hot, because we could do it. Right here, live on the air. Hey, blessings to you guys, man.
Nexxlegacy.